On April 12, 2012, a luxury cruise ship was sailing peacefully across the open sea when a group of colossal Megalodon sharks stirred on the seabed below. Drawn by the ship's deep mechanical rumble, these ancient giants, each more than 50 meters long and weighing hundreds of tons, rose toward the surface. As the most fearsome predators in the ocean, they dominated even killer whales with ease. Spotting the massive vessel above, the Megalodon lunged forward without hesitation. Although the cruise ship was built with thick steel plates and boasted impressive defensive strength, it was no match for the repeated, violent blows from the enormous shark. The entire vessel trembled with each impact. Passengers on the deck were thrown into panic as the ship shook wildly, as if struck by a sudden earthquake. No one understood what was happening, and fear spread instantly. People shouted, stumbled, and ran in every direction as chaos overtook the deck. After delivering several brutal rams, the Megalodon finally turned and swam away, unaware that its attack had already caused catastrophic damage. A breach had opened in the hull, and seawater began flooding rapidly into the lower cabins. Realizing the dire situation, the captain urgently sent out a distress call. The moment the message was received, the nearest rescue commander raced to the docks and prepared a massive rescue vessel. But with the distance spanning hundreds of kilometers, time was running dangerously short. As water surged in, the cruise ship gradually began to sink. The captain struggled to maintain control, but the damage was irreversible. Passengers, overwhelmed by despair, hurriedly strapped on life jackets, some praying silently as the deck tilted lower and lower. When the ship was on the verge of disappearing beneath the waves, many had no choice but to jump into the sea to save themselves. Luckily, the enormous sharks had already retreated from the area. Had they remained, the consequences would have been unimaginable. Even so, the disaster was immense. The only small comfort was that the water was not too cold, and daylight provided some safety. Just when the situation seemed hopeless, the rescue ship finally arrived at full speed and immediately began emergency operations. Thanks to the swift efforts of the rescue team, all passengers were safely saved. Soon after, relevant authorities rushed to the scene to investigate the cause of the terrifying incident. Stay tuned for the next episode.